It's now 6:40 p.m. on the 7th of March 2026. We are looking at what you might expect to be an open cluster, and so be it. The open cluster is NGC2300-2399. Okay, here we have a planetary nebula in Gemini. NGC 2371 is also 2372. Its magnitude 11.2, largish 74 by 54 arc seconds with a central star of magnitude 14.9. 5,100 light years distant. I can see how this might have gotten two assignments because those two flanking stars, they're probably actually the vortexes that radiate out from the poles of the planetary nebula. So it was probably counted as two when it was really a singular planetary. Here's a 105x view, perhaps the best we get for magnification and star field. Okay, it's at it's 5,100 light years distant. RA 7 hours, 25 minutes, 34 seconds with a declination of plus 29 degrees, 29 minutes, and 23 seconds. 2389 is that neighbor to 2380, I believe it was 88, but it might have been 87. Galaxy in Gemini, magnitude 12.9, 2 by 1.4 arc minutes. So this is our NGC 2389. I believe this was 88. Magnitude 12.9, 2 by 1.4 arc minutes, spire with a bar, lowercase c. Not much of a core, but it sure seems to have one. 177 million light years distant, maybe 110,000 light years in diameter. RA is 72904 with a declination of plus 33, 51, 37. Let's make sure we're getting that 105x view. This is a galaxy in Gemini, magnitude 14, 1.2 by 0.8, spire with a lowercase c, so barely a core on this. That makes sense, as well as the aspect ratio. 221 million light years distant, maybe 80,000 light years in diameter. RA 73004 with a declination of plus 34 degrees, 1 minute and 38 seconds. Okay, heading back down south again, but first we're going to have a stop at NGC 2392, a planetary nebula in Gemini. Very bright, 8.6 magnitude, moderately large, 47 by 43 arc seconds. Its central star is magnitude 10.6, but apparently it's being overshadowed by its shroud of ionized gases and particles. 4,100 light years distant. RA is 7 hours, 29 minutes, 10 seconds with a declination of plus 20 degrees, 54 minutes, and 41 seconds. And that is a view at 150x. Okay, we're back down to that initial open cluster, 15 minutes in. The NGC 2301 open cluster Monoceros. Magnitude 6, 12 arc minute size, 80 stars, brightest magnitude 8, class 1-3, 2,800 light years distant, RA 651.45 with a declination of plus 27 minutes 36 seconds. Another nice star field, NGC 2304. Looks like an open cluster there, and yes, that is the one in Gemini. Magnitude 10, 5 arc minutes in size, 30 stars, class 2-1. So the many stars in this cluster are pretty evenly matched for brightness. 13,700 light years distant. RA 655.11 with a declination of plus 1759.18. Let's push it up and heading now. NGC 2316 is another nebula. It's also 2317. I suspect it's around these two stars, especially if it's reflective. Yeah, it is. It's 4 arc minutes in size, reflective, 3,600 light years distant. I do think we've called it out. Focus is a little bit better. I just kind of knurled the knob a little bit randomly. 3,600 light years distant. RA is 659.41 with a declination of minus 7 degrees, 46 minutes, and 33 seconds. Okay, in the year 2323 is an open cluster in Monoceros. It's also Messier 50. This gives us more information we would have gotten through the Messier catalog on the Gemini handset. Magnitude 5.9, 16 arc minutes in size, some 80 stars, the brightest of which are 7.8, which tells you there's about a 2 magnitude delta between the brightest and the overall brightness. It's about class 2, 3, very disparate magnitudes. 3,100 light years distant, RA 70242 with a declination of minus 8 degrees, 23 minutes and 8 seconds. We're looking for NGC2324, a galaxy in Canis Majoris, and I think we have picked it out. Let's see if it maps. The sky looks great for that far south, and I'll tell you how far south in a moment. This is a galaxy in Canis Majoris, magnitude 11.4, 3.5 by 2.1 arc minute elliptical. You can see the aura around it, somewhat squished by its class 4 elliptical status. 90 million light years distant puts this at about 100,000 light years in diameter. Not bad for an elliptical, which are usually highly compressed by gravitational fields. RA is 70240 with a declination of minus 28 degrees, 41 minutes and 53 seconds. NGC 2327 is a nebulosity, and I think we were seeing it from the 30x 20% Ezion field right off. In Canis Majoris, a mere 20 arcs. Yeah, 20 minutes, it says. Elliptical, 20 minute size. Yeah, okay, 20 minute size elliptical, not seconds. Ooh, it's kind of small. 3,800 light years distant. RA 70407 with a declination of minus 11 degrees, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. NGC 2339. It's a galaxy in Gemini. Its magnitude 11.8, 2.7 by 2 arc minutes, spiral with a bar in lowercase bc and a ring. And that ring is quite obvious, is it not? Definitely getting a sense of frontier around this face-on galaxy. Practically face-on. RA is 7 hours, 8 minutes, 20 seconds with a declination of plus 18 degrees, 46 minutes and 48 seconds. And that smoke over there, I have no idea. Must be somebody has a fireplace burning somewhere nearby. So we have a chopper taking off over here. This is the same field we looked at before, but apparently there are two galaxies here which we didn't quite notice previously. This one is NGC 2342, so it must be the further off one. 1.4 by 1.3 arc minute spiral with a lowercase c, 236 million light years distant, RA 70918, declination plus 20 degrees, 38 minutes, 10 seconds. Intriguing, isn't it? Wow, two colliding galaxies, NGC 2341, presumably, and 42. NGC 2346, it's a planetary nebula in Monoceros, magnitude 12.5, 60 by 50 arc seconds, well-sized. Central star is magnitude 11.3, 4,500 light years distant, RA 70922, with a declination of minus 48 minutes and 21 seconds. Incredibly beautiful star field for this planetary nebula. What we're seeing here in the middle of the field is NGC 2350. It is a galaxy, and there's a neighbor in Canis Majoris. I believe this is the first time we've traveled here. Magnitude 12.3, 1.7 by 0.7 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase a, 88 million light years distance, so maybe somewhere around 40,000 light years in diameter. RA is 71312 with a declination of plus 12 degrees, 15 minutes, 57 seconds. As it turned out, NGC 2353 was that open cluster further to the east, as we would suspect. In Monoceros, magnitude 7.1, 20 arc minutes size, 30 stars. The brightest star magnitude 9.2. Class 2-2. 3,600 light years distant. RA is 71430 with a declination of minus 10 degrees, 16 minutes and odd seconds. 2355 is an open cluster in Gemini. It's also 2356, magnitude 9.7, 9 arc minutes in size, 40 stars. Brightest star magnitude 13. It's a class 2-2. 7,200 light years distant. RA 71659 plus 13 degrees, 45 minutes and odd seconds. In declination And these babies are culminating as I speak. This is NGC. What a beauty. 2357, a splintered galaxy in Gemini, magnitude 13.3, 3.6 by 0.5 arc minutes. That's like a 7-to-1 aspect ratio. That's relatively unheard of. Spiral with a lowercase c, 102 million light years distant, puts this at about 110,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension 7 hours, 17 minutes, 40 seconds with a declination of plus 23 degrees, 21 minutes, and 20 seconds. NGC 2360 is another open cluster in Canis Majoris, brightish, magnitude 7.2, 13 arc minutes in size, 80 stars, magnitude 10.4 of the brightest, which puts this at about 3 magnitudes difference, which tells you it's a fairly populated open cluster. Class 2-2, 6,200 light years distant, RA is 71743, declination of minus 15 degrees, 38 minutes, and 30 seconds. NGC 2362, open cluster Canis Majoris, magnitude 4.1, condensed, 8 arc minutes in size, some 60 stars. The brightest is magnitude 4.4. That may be line of sight, who knows, but it could be the progenitor star. It's a class 1, highly condensed, 3 with disparate magnitudes, 4,700 light years distant. RA is 71841 with a declination of minus 24 degrees, 57 minutes, and 18 seconds. Pushing it up a little bit in magnification and getting rid of that color bar. Here we have our look at NGC 2362 open cluster. May have captured this one previously in the first group of northies, but this is NGC 2365. It is a galaxy in Gemini, magnitude 12.4, 2.4 by 1.3 arc minutes, spiral with a bar and lowercase a, bright core. 107 million light years distant, puts it about, let's say, 90,000 light years in diameter. It'd be nice to compare it with the previous view if I've done it. 7 hours, 22 minutes, 22 seconds in right ascension, declination of plus 22 degrees, 4 minutes, and 59 seconds. NGC 2377 looks like it's right about there. It's a galaxy in Monoceros, magnitude 12.7. Looks a little strange in its morphology, doesn't it? Maybe having some interactive line of sight stars. Magnitude 12.7, 1.7 by 1.3 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase c. Yes, it doesn't have a very bright core. 106 million light years distant, puts it about 65,000 light years in diameter. RA 72456 with a declination of minus 9 degrees, 39 minutes, 36 seconds. NGC 2395 is, guess what? That's obviously an open cluster. Kind of looks like a mushroom. We'll call this the mushroom cluster. Here's the stalk, here's the leaf, if you can call it a leaf. It's an open cluster in Gemini, magnitude 8, 12 arc minutes in size, 30 stars. The brightest are magnitude 10. It's a class 3, 1. So many of the stars are the same magnitude, but there's a delta of about 2 magnitudes between the brightest and the collective magnitude. We're at RA 72712 with a declination of plus 13 degrees, 36 minutes, and 30 seconds. NGC 2396 is clearly an open cluster. Well, maybe vaguely an open cluster. It's in Puppis. I believe that's the puppy. Magnitude 7.4, 10 arc minutes in size, 30 stars. The brightest are magnitude 10. It's a class 3, 3. Now that was 10 arc minutes in size, so it probably is this entire region here. 1,900 light years distant at RA 728 and no minutes, seconds, 28 minutes, no seconds, declination minus 1143 and no seconds. Our view of NGC 2396.